Hello, and welcome to day 2 of the Wise Woman Wisdom Moment. I am a little tongue-tied because I am super tired today. It's a little later than I had anticipated going live because I have just had one heck of a day sitting on screens. I, it, so, but I digress because I'm a little snap happy from all of the goings on. So, day 2, what are we going to talk about today? Well, today I want to talk about passion, purpose, and progress. One of the big areas that I'm celebrating in this 53 days of Wise Woman Wisdom happens to be progress and motivation. And with progress and motivation, there's so much written about it. Got me thinking, like, really, where does progress really come from? And I like to say that progress comes from usually passion that begets a purpose. And the next thing you know, you're making what I call progress. Because progress is anything with momentum that's propelling you forward to have something different, a different outcome. And it could be good or it could be bad, but it's still movement that's forward and away from where you had been. Now, that sounds like gobbledygook. Let me give you an example. So, when I think about how come I birthed this business, had everything to do with the fact that originally I had a passion to get answers for my family's health issues. You see, my family, all three of them, have really bad food allergies. I mean, really bad, like kind of scary bad, the kind that puts you into anaphylactic shock. And I grew up being able to eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and nothing happened. So it was a big mindset shift to understand that here are these foods that I've taken for granted my entire life would really do harm to, say, one of my family members. So I had to get what I like to say, if you've been following me on Mink Life or you've been following me anywhere on my channel, get really curious as to how would I create healthy humans, namely my children, when they had limited food availability. Like, it really boggled my mind, but it got me curious and it got me really researching and doing the research and doing the do and meeting with people and talking to people to get answers. And pretty soon I became pretty rabidly passionate about food allergy, and that sustenance could be good even if it required you having to go very far afield from what you were accustomed. So this passion became a big purpose, of course, which meant, feeding and fueling my children in particular. And the next thing I know, I really was thrown into a world that had so many new things that I knew nothing about prior to this, what seemed like pain at first, right? So sometimes progress is started because of pain, for instance. But all of that moved me to this place of where I am now. And I'm talking to you and doing something that's totally out of the box, more progress here, which is talking about 53 different topics, I guess, about life, business, and what it means to take a look back to see where I've come from and where I plan to be going. So I hope that was a interesting, I guess, an interesting moment with purpose, passion, and progress. I'd be really curious to know your thoughts on purpose, passion, and progress. What order do they come for you? What's the pattern for you? Is there a sequence that you see happening again and again in your life? I know that I see my sequence of how I get an idea, then I need to know an answer, and the next thing you know, I've really expanded my horizons and everything like that to get to a new place. So, progress is always in the doing. That would be the short synopsis of all of that. So have a great day tomorrow, and I'll be coming back tomorrow evening with more. I don't know what the topic will be next week tomorrow. Next week, I wish it were next week. That's a Freudian slip. In any case, tune in. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you tomorrow evening. Okay? Take care.